Okay, guys, guess who's back? Waldo, you found him. Anyway, yeah, I've been out of it for a little bit, and let me give you the reasons why. I tried going to Knott's Berry Farm twice. Now, the first time I made it to security, and they kind of told me like I needed to empty out my bag. I carry a camera bag with me that has, extra batteries, some more memory cards, and other paraphernalia for my big camera. And I just looked at them like, "Are you serious? I got to empty out all the contents of my bag?" And they said, "Yeah, sorry about that." I'm like, "So is this a new policy?" And this was like I think 3 weeks ago. And they say yes. And I'm like, okay. And they gave me the option that I can speak to a manager. And I'm just like, no, I'm not going to do that. I mean, they're doing their job and everything like that. And I knew there had to be a reason. Now, the only reason I was upset about it was there was no warning. It was just like, all of a sudden you had to do that. And then I'm kind of like, I don't have a lot of time to spend to empty out my bag, put it in a tray, and then they're going to slide the tray over, and then I got to put everything back in the bag. So, yeah, I wasn't too happy, so I just left. No big deal. I mean, I don't have to make content to, I guess, making content is not my job, so to speak. So I don't make any money off of it. Right now, I just do it for fun, and I just like to experiment and stuff like that and bring you guys information that you might need so you can go to Knott's Berry Farm, Disneyland, and then kind of be prepared or, the type of food you want to eat. So a little disappointed on that, but that's okay. I just packed it up. I'll go next time, and then I'll just go bare minimum. Just take my camera with a couple of batteries in my pocket. Now, I could have just gone back to my car and done that, but then that takes time. Then I got to go through security again. Possibly, I might have to go through the metal detectors twice and then go through, and that takes time. So it's just time I didn't have to waste. So anyway, I went back second time. Lo and behold, when I went past the front so I can go into preferred parking, I looked at security, and it was just over there near Virginia's. That's where the line was for security. I'm like, you know what? Nah, I don't want to waste my time there trying to get in. And there was like 2 to 3 foods that I wanted to try, and I wouldn't be able to do it because I'd have to wait in long lines. So, when you have to wait, like, let's say you wait 45 minutes for food, okay? So you wait, and then you got to wait for them to prepare the food. That could be another 20 minutes. I mean, you're waiting till you get your food for like an hour. And I'm like, again, I don't have that time to spare. So I was like, I just drove right by, went home again. I go, you know what? Spring break is here. I'm just going to wait till spring break's over. And then, sorry, B just went like in between me and the camera. Woo! As you can tell, it's pretty windy here. I don't know if you can see the tree in the background or here. There you go. So it's pretty windy. I hope the audio is going to be okay. I don't know. But I'm also testing this on a DJI Action 4 camera. My buddy Crash Zero, he's looking to get an action camera, and he wants to know how it's going to hold up. So I'm just running tests for him so he could just watch it on my video and stuff like that. So that's how we work. That's how we roll. Anyway, so I just went home. I go, I'm just going to wait till spring break's over. The only problem is I really want to try out some of the food at the Boysenberry Festival at Knott's. And, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that with the time I have left. And sorry, I'm just trying to unlock the screen here. That way I can see whether I'm in frame or not. There we go. Jeez. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to try the food, but I just didn't want to wait in the lines. The other stuff is easy to get to. You just get your tasting card, you go to the booths like down Boysenberry Lane. Usually there's no line there, or over by Wilderness Dance Hall, the booths there's usually no line, or maybe some of the other booths, there's probably going to be no line. But I actually wanted to get the French toast burger over at Coasters and try the elk burger over at Sutter's. Sutter's, ooh, you're gonna wait there no matter what, because that's like the first place everybody goes. I'm willing to wait in line, maybe if the crowds are a little bit low and kind of plan it correctly. But when spring breaks around, no. I'm happy for Knott's that they're getting the crowd that they're getting. I really am. But it's not something that I'm willing to wait in line for, just to try some food. And then I could probably only try one item and then I got to go. Like I got responsibilities. I got to take care of my dogs and all this other good stuff. As you get older, the responsibilities get more and more. I thought it was the other way around. As you get older, responsibilities get less, but I guess not. That's okay. It's part of growing up, right? Yeah, okay. So I've just been waiting. I'm just waiting for spring break to end. So I do have plans to go to Disneyland next week, but that's up in the air right now because I've got, some important life things going. And, speaking of that, I went through an EMG, a nerve conduction test on my left wrist. And I did that yesterday. Today is Friday, April 5th. And so April 4th, Thursday, I went and got the test done. And oh man, I've had it done before, but man, this guy was so thorough. I'm getting a needle stuck around the base of my palm near the thumb. That one, that hurt. Even like between the webbing, I was getting needles there along my wrist, my forearm, my shoulder, my bicep, my neck. He went from this side all the way around to this side. And it's just like you're I felt like a voodoo doll. And, it's not just sticking needles, everywhere. It's basically you stick a needle and then he starts increasing the voltage and then you have to he wants you to move against his hand or something like that to kind of create an impulse, seeing how strong the nerve impulse is, getting the signal there. So he measures all that. So this guy was really thorough, man. I'm just like, oh, geez. The other guy, man, I don't know, man. It was just kind of like, oh, stop hurting me, dude. I'm really going to sock it to you. But this guy, he was very thorough, ended it. I was bleeding in various spots. So he had to put cotton on those areas and kind of hoping and praying I would coagulate a little bit. So I was bleeding behind my neck. I was bleeding around my thumb. So yeah, these tests are always fun. So hopefully I get a good outlook on this and maybe get some answers on whether I'd have nerve damage or not to my left wrist. So we'll find out. Hopefully we'll find out. But the first test was inconclusive. It showed I had a weakness at the C6. And basically it would be these two fingers that it controls, and I wasn't having problems with these. So now we'll probably see, what's going on, because both parties. Oh, the other thing they were doing was they're doing a little jolt tests. So they have these two prongs, and they'll go ahead and set them down in different spots, and they'll increase the voltage so that it's like you're trying to get your hand to jerk, or certain like your fingers will jerk, something like that. And, he kept intensifying, and one of the times he hit it pretty hard, I went, that hurt. But this is all necessary to measure how the nerves are doing. And then he says that they can measure if there's any damage there, what level of damage there might be. And there's a possibility I might have damage around the elbow. I don't know. So, I won't know the results until I see my doctor in a couple weeks. But that's where I'm at. That's why dogs. Gotta love them. That's why I really haven't been they're messing with the neighbor's dog. This is why I haven't really been making any content, anything like that. Because it's just, having time, and then there's the responsibilities at home that I can't ignore. And then I went and got the new prescription, so I got my examination done. And I got my new glasses on now, but they're progressive, so I got to get used to them. Hey, you guys, knock it off. Sorry, guys. But, I'm hoping to get back into the game when spring break kind of settles down a little bit, which should be next week. Got my fingers crossed I can go to Knott's next Friday so I can catch some of the Boysenberry Festival. I haven't really tried that much stuff, and I really want to, taste some of the food. Like I said, the French toast burger, the elk burger, and then the pulled pork over the corn cake. I want to try that. The espresso martini, the Boysenberry espresso martini, want to try that. I hear that one's pretty good and also strong. So there's a lot of things that I still need to try. And I just wanted to give a shout out to Janice Yamanaka. If you guys are curious about any of the foods at any of the festivals, at any of the theme parks, well, except for Disneyland, I don't think she has access to Disneyland. But Knott's Berry Farm, Six Flags Magic Mountain, she even went to SeaWorld. I'm not sure she has passes to Universal, but Knott's, SeaWorld, and Six Flags Magic Mountain. If you need guidance on any food choices, I recommend going to her channel. That is at Janice Yamanaka, and she does a great job rating the food. It's very cool watching her, the way she does the rating. I mean, she tries to pick out all the different flavors that she's tasting and stuff like that. And if there's any problems, she'll let you know. So, but I highly recommend her channel for any of the food choices that you're looking for any of the different theme parks that you want to go to. So, like I said, I don't think she has access to Disneyland, and I'm not sure if she has any access to Universal Studios. She probably does, but if there's no real food festival, usually she doesn't go. And then she also does the fair as well. So she does the LA County, she does the Orange County Fair, and then I think she does Ventura and the other one, Whittier Narrows, I think. The LA. It's not the LA County in Pomona, it's a different one. But yeah, if you're looking for the food choices, that's where to go. So I'm just hoping things change next week. Get to do my usual stuff, give you guys some updates and everything like that. So, hey, you know what? Life gives you lemons. All you got to do is turn them into lemonade and sweeten the deal. That's how you have to look at life. You just can't keep collecting lemons and then let them rot. Because if you do that, then it's a waste. That's your life wasting away. You're not making anything out of that. Because see, with lemons, you can make lemon pie, lemon bars, lemon meringue pie, lemon cake. You can do a lot of stuff. You could put lemon on the fish that you're going to cook. See, those are the different outlets you can look at in your life, Even though life gives you those lemons, you need to do something with them. You need to do something constructive with them and creative. Because if you don't, and you're just going to rot like a piece of fruit and get thrown away. So what are you doing sitting down watching me doing nothing, man? Get your life going. Do something about it. I am. It may not seem like it, but I am. There's more stuff I would like to talk about, but I'm not. Some things you do have to keep private, and I'm going to. So I think that's going to do it for right now. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope I can keep your attention when I do these long talks and interruptions by dogs barking in the night, during the day actually. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you. Until the next time I take you someplace besides my backyard. Have a good night, guys.